Samsara Sagas presents Amarnath, the secret Shiva could only tell once. There are journeys we choose, a holiday we have long dreamt of, a road trip with old friends, a visit to someone whose face we've been missing. And then there are journeys that choose us. One day, almost without warning, a place takes up quiet residence in your thoughts. You hear someone say its name in passing. You see a photograph. A friend comes home from there with something in their eyes that words keep failing to describe. And before you have made any decision at all, the journey has begun inside you. Perhaps that is why every year, thousands of people find themselves turning their faces towards the Himalayas. Different people, different lives, different reasons. Walking toward a cave that no king built and no architect designed. A cave that the mountains simply kept. Every year, in the heart of summer, a column of ice rises slowly from the floor of that cave. No one places it there. No one tends to it. It rises on its own, as if the mountain has remembered something it promised long ago. Pilgrims stand before it only for a few moments, and then they turn around and begin the long walk home. People have been making this journey for longer than anyone can remember. The story begins, as so many true stories do, with a question that would not go away. For a very long time, Parvati had been asking Shiva to tell her the Amar Katha, the secret of immortality. She asked, he listened, time passed. She asked again. Shiva would smile. Not yet. He never refused her, he simply waited. More years passed, more asking, more of that patient, unhurried smile, until one day Parvati asked once more. And this time something shifted. Shiva stood. Come. Just that one word. No explanation, no preparation, and no ceremony. Just come. And Parvati, who had been patient for longer than mountains have been tall, came. Together, they began walking toward a cave where silence itself would become part of the teaching. Shiva did not choose this cave because it was hidden or because it was beautiful or because it was difficult to reach. He chose it because nothing unnecessary could follow him there. With every step higher, the world grew smaller. The noise of it grew fainter. The first to remain behind was Nandi, faithful Nandi, patient, steady, ancient Nandi, who had stood beside Shiva through ages that do not have names yet. At the foot of the mountain, Shiva paused. Something passed between them that needed no words, and Shiva turned and continued climbing. Nandi did not follow. At a glacial lake, so still and so clear that it held the sky without altering its color, Shiva paused again. He removed the serpent Vasuki from around his neck. Vasuki, who had coiled there through every storm in stillness, and set him gently at the water's edge. That lake is called Sheshnag today. Shiva walked on. Another farewell was waiting higher up the path. Ganesha, his son. Shiva left him there and climbed on. The mountain continued to rise. Breath became something you had to remember to take. The path narrowed. Until finally, at Panchtarni, where 5 rivers find each other, Shiva laid down the last things, the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. By the time he reached the cave, he was carrying almost nothing. Only Parvati walked beside him now, and one question, the one she had carried for longer than either of them could measure. The cave was not empty. It was silent. Shiva looked around the cave one last time. Satisfied they were alone, he turned towards Parvati. Shiva began to speak. No scripture tells us exactly what he said. Deep in the cave, tucked into a narrow crack in the rock, hidden in the shadow, were 2 small eggs. Small enough that even Shiva's careful eyes had missed them. And as the Amar Katha filled the silence of the sealed and sacred space, the eggs began to tremble. The shells cracked, slowly and then all at once. two white doves opened their eyes for the very first time. Only then did Shiva notice them, and the story says those doves never died. Even now, pilgrims sometimes speak of glimpsing two white birds inside the cave. Some believe it without question. Some smile gently and say nothing. Perhaps that is why people still climb this mountain, not to hear the Amar Katha. They climb because the mountain still holds the memory of the journey. Every step echoes a step Shiva once took. Pahalgam, Sheshnag, Mahagunas, Panchtarni. The names remain, and with them the invitation to become a little quieter, a little lighter, a little more willing to set down what no longer needs to be carried. Pilgrims speak about the moment they reach the cave, not a sacred place, but toward a quieter version of themselves. This was the legend of the Amarnath Yatra, a story by Samsara Sagas. While the story ends here, the journey continues within you.